in the world today. So let's do a little exercise today, you guys. Something easy, something fun, just to get our bodies going. I'm gonna grab this. Alright, first thing we're gonna do is wake up my body. I like using these to kind of wake myself up a little bit. I like to do the machine, but you don't have to. This is just an extra tool to have. You don't have to have it. It's just a tool I've been using because it helps me. So the first thing you're going to grab is your weights. You can go up 1 and 2 and 3 and do this 10 times, 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. After this, I'm going to be walking a little bit outside. 8 for my cardio. Even though this machine is technically my cardio. 8, 9, and 10. Now I'm going to go out like I'm punching. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and 9 and 10. Now we're going to take your weights and I'm going to add it to this bar right here to do some squats. So I do what's called a circuit. So I haven't done the circuit for a bit now, but I might do it today where I rotate my exercise. So I'll redo everything all over again basically. Just depends on how much time I have. Today's goals are really 10, 20, 30 minutes. It doesn't matter as long as I hit it. I'm happy with 10, but if I can do 20, I'm happy with 20. If I can do 30, then you know what? I'm going to be happy with 30. So see what happens as time keeps going. All right, so I'm going to take this bar and put it up right behind my shoulder part. I'm going to do 10 squats with this. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and 9 and 10. All right, so now we're going to do the same thing with the waist, but we're going to do it with the bar where you lift it up. And without realizing, this is different muscles that you're targeting based on how far your arm is spread on the bar. 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and 9 and 10. Okay, you can take the same bar, you go forward, and this actually helps those who have sciatic nerve issues. You go 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. The other day I ate so much I felt like a big fat plumpa. And 7 and 8 and 9 and 10. Whew. It's crazy because the other day I went to take my son like he wanted to go to his dad's house, and his dad did not want him there, I guess. I don't know what the deal exactly is. And I love how other people try to blame the time that they've missed with their child on you when it's really them. And they should know it's them, but they really don't. which is kind of insanity to me. And then you want to say you want to pray for us? No, it's more like we want to pray for you. Because it's so sad to see someone with potential, but they're so intertwined with chemicals that make them not be able to be themselves. And they're so addicted that they can't get off of it. It could be drinking. It could be more than drinking. But it's just sad to see such things in life and in reality. We want to pray for you. Okay? So 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, and 9, and 10. Now you can do basic exercise and still feel like you're getting a workout, but honestly, like the comparison to what I used to do to now, I definitely could see the progress is faster doing more workouts, hitting the gym and things like that. But for now, this is good. I'm going to put you guys on a pause moment. I don't know, maybe we can share this live while I go grab one thing real quick. Okay. So grab a mat if you have a mat. Push this to the side. You're on the floor right here. Do this next exercise. Okay. Okay, so you're gonna take your ball. You're gonna bring your leg up. 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, and 9, and 10. Now the other side. 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, and 9, and 10. I couldn't find my mat, so I'm just gonna do straight on the freaking cold floor. You're gonna take your ball and you're gonna bring it 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, and 9, and 10. If you want to help donate to get a new yoga mat, it's Selfdreamers on Cash App with the money sign. 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, and 9, and 10. Now we're going to do both. 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, and 9, and 10. Woo. Okay, now let's get back up. Now we're gonna do the twist. You guys ever seen that? I'm gonna try. I haven't done it in a bit. So you're gonna take your legs up. You can cross them if you want, like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And now we're gonna do a whole circuit again. Let's try this all again as my circuit. First step, we're gonna grab the weights. And reach for the stars. Reach for the stars. 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, and 9, and 10. Now you're gonna punch. 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, and 9, and 10. Now we're gonna grab the bar. All I do is I count to 10. You can do it to 10, or you can do it to 5, or you can go extreme and do it to 20. I'm just doing 10 because I already gotta go walk with the kids around the block, so I don't want to overdo myself because or else I'm gonna go backwards, and I don't want to go backwards. I don't want to be in the bed. I don't want to be stuck that much like that. Like, I just don't want to. So I try to be careful and not too much, but just do enough for mental purposes of doing something rather than nothing. So then you're gonna do 10, 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. You can do heavier weights, of course.
This
6
is a reminder. Spirit.
and 7, 8.
This is a reminder.
9.
Spirit.
What does that mean? Why am I getting a reminder that says spirit? That's weird. I don't ever remember putting that as a reminder. What does that mean? Spirit? 1. Put your legs together. And 2. And 3. And 4. And 5. And 6. And 7. And 8. And 9. And 10. Okay. Now we're gonna get back on the ground and do our abs again. And then we're gonna go check on my sweet potato. Alexa, what is the benefits of having sweet potato?
Some health benefits commonly associated with sweet potatoes may include promoting gut health, fighting cancer, supporting eye health, enhancing brain function.
Brain function, fighting cancer, gut health. Alexa, volume 5. Alexa, what vitamins does a sweet potato have?
One sweet potato has 370% of the daily recommended intake of vitamin A, 14% of the daily recommended intake of vitamin B6, 8% of the daily recommended intake of vitamin K, 1% of the daily recommended intake of vitamin E, and 5% of the daily recommended intake of vitamin C.
20. Okay, it has lots of vitamin A and a whole bunch of vitamin C, vitamin E. So you're going to do 10 of these again. 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, and 9, and 10. And bring one up. 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, and 9, and 10. So for breakfast, I've had just apple juice. I've been making my own apple juice and having it as like a quick meal almost / hydration. So let's check on my sweet potato real quick, you guys. I'm in the middle of my exercise because this is my lunch food that I'm going to be eating today. And soon I gotta go. on my walk with my kids. So we're gonna do that soon. So we're gonna make sure to eat before we go. So we're just gonna do a couple more exercises, and then I'm gonna go off and do cardio on my own. And then I'm not gonna do that on a live, just because one is in my neighborhood. Two, there's nothing really for me to show you on a walk. I mean, I can show you the beautiful birds I find, I guess. I don't know, maybe I will. But I'm going to be first going on a scooter, and then I'll let probably Alex be the one on the scooter because he's like the skinniest one. He's just hyper, so I kind of want him to walk a little bit, and then I'll probably give it to him when he gets tired. That way I don't have to make him do too much. The other two? You need to walk. Walking is good for you. Alright, so you saw how I made my potato? Look at Miss Sassy. My Miss Sassy? My little Miss Sassy? Yes, you are. All right, let's go back to do my exercise. I'm do a couple more things and then gotta go on my walk. Now thinking about it. I forgot to charge that thing. Hopefully it's on a good charge. All right, let's try this exercise and then we're gonna do my cardio. Who eats and exercises at the same time? Let's try this real quick. And then I gotta get going. All right, first thing we're gonna do, take the weights and then you can just a couple of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. I'm gonna take this and bring it down. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and 9 and 10. Now you can take your weight. If you have 2 of them, put it together. Go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and 9 and 10. The other side. Do 10 more. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8, 9 and 10. Okay? Now you're going to take this, you're going to bring it up. When you do this, you're going to turn 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and 9 and 10 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and 9 and 10. I'm gonna do a little running again. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and 9 and 10. Whew. And do that as a circuit right there. You got yourself a little workout to do. I'm gonna have time for one small circuit, I think I got time for one more little small circuit. Or I did that 2 times. You can do it 3 times if you want. I'm just trying to bust out quick in a little exercise before I gotta go. So let's see what else I'm gonna do. Whew. All right, let's get back on the ground. All right, so we're a small ab circuit for the ending because I am trying to work this little stomach gut right here that I got going on. Try to get rid of that. Let's see here. First thing we're going to do, cross your legs. Do 10 of these again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Then you're going to hold this. Separate your legs. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and 9 and 10. Now you're going to try to lift up. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7, 8 and 9 and 10. Lift up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Woo! I did it. Okay, so now I gotta get going. That's your little workout for the day that you can do. I'm telling you, something small is better than nothing. I do feel a little bit more energized than before. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And if you got kids, best advice is play as much as you can with them outside. They're only going to be small one time, and it's good exercise for you, where you're not really thinking about doing repetition, but more of just kind of running around and having fun, doing your cardio without realizing you're doing your cardio. And that's really the ultimate best exercise I like doing. And of course, we have to watch what we're eating. So if you do have trouble with that, or if you just feel like, you know, I am eating good, but it's just not sufficient enough. It's just not sufficient enough. You can turn to Herbalife, which I'm about to get next week. I'm going to make my order. So if you're interested, tap in, let me know. Let us make an order for you too. But before you make an order, I don't want you just to make an order. I kind of want to do a Zoom call with you so I can find out a little bit more information about your journey, what you like eating, what you've been eating, what we need to change around, what we need to substitute, what you just really need to get it out of your life. You know, especially if you like to drink wine, you got to figure out limitations, because alcohol is the biggest killer in gaining weight. What I mean by that is like, it literally is a bottle of sugar. That's why I don't even drink, and I just don't drink. Why am I going to drink a bottle of sugar? You know, to feel like shit. But if you want to drink for fun, just limit how much. Because remember, that bottle is just sugar in the end. It's going to turn into sugar, basically, is what I'm saying. So you got to like find different things, different methods of being able to change certain things. Can I just cut that out of my life? No, I can't. Okay, so then instead of cutting that out of your life, what about those donuts you eat? What about that Star Crunch you're eating? What about that cake you like to eat? What about that ice cream you like putting caramel all over? Small little stuff actually make a big ass difference. It's crazy, I know. It really is. I'm amazed of my body in a sense of being pregnant for the first time to the 5th time. It failed on me. It really did fail on me. But at the same time, I really am amazed at my body. And you should be amazed at your body too. I'm turning it off for now. And I'll come back to do my, what is this called? Vibration plate. I'll do it again for 10 minutes. And basically by doing 10 minutes on it, it burns up to 200 calories. So I'll come and do that later on today. The rest of my exercise. So if you have any questions on Herbalife, don't be afraid to hit me up. I definitely would love to introduce you to a product. Introduce you to the product that I love. But I do gotta go already. Time for me to hit the road, Jack. And don't you come back no more, no more. You guys ever heard that song? From that one show? I used to watch that show a lot, actually. Alright, so I'm just gonna need a little bit more, and I'm gonna go. This was my breakfast / lunch today. In between a workout. All I've had today was my coffee in the morning, and now this. And some of my apple juice that I still have some left over, but I'm gonna save that for later. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Please hit that subscribe button. You're on a journey of my weight loss since I had 5 kids. Time has gone by, and I've realized that I really want my Herbalife already. If I can get Herbalife for 3 months, I'm going to lose my 20 pounds in 3 months. What are we in? So by my birthday, I should be at the weight of like 130. And I'll be good. I don't want to go any lower than that. I just want to hit 130. So I got pretty much 20 more pounds to go on my little weight loss journey. So where are you at in your numbers? Are you guys like, whoever's watching, comment down below. Like, do you want to lose weight? How much weight do you have to lose? Are you trying it on your own? Are you looking for help? Are you looking for a group chat to be in? What kind of things will help motivate you? Comment down below so kind of maybe we can help people that we don't know who are reading this, and we can follow each other and kind of give inspiration to one another. It really is not fun losing weight. It's really boring, and it's a drag, and it's hard, but in the end, the process of exercising, trying to eat healthy each day, I guess the ticket of the winning prize is that you feel younger than what you really are. People my age back then at 40, they look like they were 50. So, by just changing your diet, adding some exercise in your life, it really makes a difference. All right, I gotta go now. I didn't charge the scooter. Let me see where it's at. Echo, volume 7. I didn't get to hear all of it. Echo, what vitamins does a sweet potato have?
The vitamin composition of sweet potatoes includes vitamin A and vitamin C.
Echo, what does vitamin A help you with?
Here's something I found on Wikipedia.org. Vitamin A has multiple functions. It is important for growth and development, for the maintenance of the immune system, and for good vision.
Oh, shit. Good vision. I have to eat the whole potato. Alright. Well, at least I got half a potato to eat after my cardio that I'm about to go do. Alright. So I'm going to save it in a little container like this and eat it later. Don't forget to brush your teeth after a meal. Let's drink this real quick. This is my apple juice that I left particles in it to taste like applesauce at the same time. I taste the bomb.
Hi, pretty girl. What are you doing, my pretty girl? What's my pretty girl doing? Oh my gosh, you're so pretty. Look at my baby.
Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button if you haven't. And yeah, stay tuned for more exercise with me. Maybe I'll come live and show you my scooter adventure with my kids. Give you some inspiration to get outside. I didn't even charge this thing. Let me look. Ooh, it's at 4. That's good. All right, guys. I'll see you guys later. I'm gonna go do my little adventure.